And apologies if you've had enough of the football, because James Creedon is here to talk a bit more about it. Hello, James. Good to see you again. It's been a long time.
Indeed.
Now, you came back to Paris expecting a big party. It never happened, did it?
It didn't, unfortunately. And that's the party is in Lisbon, it appears, and all over Portugal.
You're in the wrong city.
I am indeed.
Not for the first time.
Well, this is it. Going the wrong way for the party. Cristiano Ronaldo is tweeting images of the street scenes in Lisbon that we've just been seeing a little earlier, saying...
Fun, doesn't it?
In one word,
nice
wow, it does look like fun. I think we should get a little cheap flight down to Lisbon. The party spoiled is the headline here in Le Monde's article, saying that really a lot of people had taken Monday off work. Everybody was anticipating a win. For example, in Marseille, rubbish collectors, people working in various administrative positions for the city council, they were given time off work that evening to look at the match, and everybody was preparing for a party, and well, it didn't.
That's the thing with football. It never goes the way you want it to.
That's right. And a hangover to add to the mix for 20 minutes.fr. Big hangover on Twitter. And indeed, they were looking at various tweets where people were using that probably quite literally, but also, I suppose, as a metaphor for the disappointment. Back to work on Monday and not much to celebrate, or at least not as much as
but it was
you
a
might
thrilling
want.
tournament anyway, wasn't it? Oh, I love this. Come on, let's
have you seen this? Okay, so some people tweeting
sweet.
this video. It is a dejected, this is Euronews saying the very best of football here, right? So you have a dejected French fan in Stade de France and a younger fan from Portugal coming up and consoling him, actually giving him a hug. So a lot of people have been sharing that video on social media. It's had well over 100,000 views on YouTube. And various media such as Euronews and ourselves here at France 24 picking up on it.
Oh, what a nice little guy.
It's
what a big heart.
The thing is, it's easy to be big-hearted when you're a winner. But anyway, he at least...
Oh, come on, he's like 9 years old.
he was generous.
He is.
With his good humour.
He absolutely was.
So there you go. What else is there? Griezmann won, I suppose, a consolation prize.
Man of the tournament, wasn't he, Griezmann?
That's right. Griezmann won a man.
He scored 6 goals, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it was something like that. I'm not the best person to correct.
But what I do want to talk about is, you know when Ronaldo was lying on the floor weeping the first time, a little moth came and seemed to give him a little kiss on the cheek.
I think we have a photo of it here. We have a photo of here, and apparently a scene similar to a David Bowie video. I can't remember which one, but a lot of people were struck by the how poetic this moment was. Because it's a moment of emotion, a moment of.
He's thinking, I'm out of the final of my team. I've busted my leg. And there's a moth on his face, just to add insult to injury.
But in French, it sounds a bit better because it's papillon, which means butterfly, unless you say papillon de nuit, which means moth. So in any case, there was a big swarm of gamma moths. Where they migrate northwards around this time of year from the south of Europe, looking for milder climes around Scandinavia, etc. And so there was a whole swarm of them around Stade de France, if you say a swarm of butterflies, but a lot of butterflies in any case. And they were attracted then to the lights around Stade de France and also to the sweat and tears of
Ronaldo.
Players. Well, not just Ronaldo. I think there's another scene. Who is it? Somebody got there. You can see. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah, you could see them in the camera and all over the place. And
they
all
were
the fans'
everywhere.
Faces. Really annoying. What did Ronaldo's mum say?
Well, Ronaldo's mum, of course, because he got slightly injured. Well, not just slightly injured. He had to be taken off. So his mother took to Twitter. His mother's name is Dolores Aveiro, and she had some harsh words for Dimitri Payet, who was involved in the clash that saw Ronaldo injured. So what did she say? She said, "This is not." She told him off on Twitter, and then she said, "This is not how you're meant to play football. This is ridiculous, etc." And then
that was the worst thing he had.
And then she went on to say, "We're going to win. I'm praying for it. May God hear me." And it looks like Dolores's prayers were indeed answered.
And talk about sour grapes. I mean, this is disgraceful. Karim Benzema, he was the big star for France at the World Cup.
Yes.
He was great, wasn't he? But he wasn't picked for the Euro side, and he made all sorts of allegations about why he wasn't picked.
That's right.
And then he congratulated Portugal last night.
All right. Well, the thing is, he issued two tweets. So it's a big controversy, and a lot of people with different opinions on it. The first tweet was, "Disappointed for les Bleus," for the French side. "You gave it all. Thank you, allez les Bleus."
Right,
but
okay.
So he did say that, but then he followed it up with parabéns, congratulations to the Portuguese side and to my friends, because of course he's playing for Real Madrid and he has some Portuguese.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
See, that's not so
bad.
bad.
The way you
but
sold it, James.
people seized on the second tweet. And he got a lot of comments and on it, such as "Shut your mouth, you." I think that's the first comment on that tweet. But you see, it's not altogether fair, because he's also tweeting images of himself on his yacht on the same day. So I think some people were interpreting that as a bit of an up yours to Didier Deschamps, who didn't select him. In any case, I'll finish with the headline. There's this tweet, first of all. We wake up the following day and Hollande is still president. I think sometimes some people have very high expectations for football, what football can achieve. If France had won, Hollande would still have been president too. So Slate.fr, we'll finish with this headline. Les Bleus didn't save the nation. They weren't meant to save the nation. They were simply meant to play football. In other words, get a grip. It's not up to a football team to repair a kind of a national bad mood, or I suppose a year of some quite bad news indeed. So people were hoping for a morale boost, but maybe that was also a little bit too much pressure on the French side.
But they did well anyway, and it's all over. Euro 2016. We were waiting for it, and thank goodness it all passed on very smoothly. Very well done. All right, James. Thank you very much indeed. James Creedon there with Media Watch.